what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Super excited that you made it here today. Today we are doing this glam skull situation. It's a very autumn themed skull and I'm kind of digging it. So I hope that you guys are too. It's not super difficult and it is really keeping the theme for my glam Halloween tutorials this year because I'm doing both gore and glam. So definitely, if you want to see how to get this particular look, please keep watching. All right, guys, let's get started. So I've been playing with a bunch of different spots in my house, trying to figure out which is the best to film in, and I'm really liking the natural light that comes into my living room. So kind of get a view of my dining room in the background, but this is what we're filming with today, and see how I like it when I'm done. So you guys already know what we're filming here. You read the title. Let's get started. So I'm actually going to be doing a full face of makeup as well. I'm not just going to be showing you like the eyes like I usually do because there's a whole pumpkin-y orange skeletal thing going on. So I'm using all regular makeup. So none of this is special effects makeup. It's all regular makeup, and that way you guys can kind of pull this glam look off even if you don't have a bunch of special effects makeup where you're at. So all this means is regular makeup. It's probably all stuff you already own anyways, so that's awesome. Yay. If you do hear some whining in the background, we just got a new puppy this last weekend and he is kenneled for filming so he doesn't chew my cords, but don't worry, I'm out all day with him. But if he does whine, he's usually pretty good, but if he does whine, you may hear it in the background, so I apologize in advance. He's a little bit louder than my two cats. So now we are a full house in the Mobley family now. We have 2 cats and a dog, and my husband and I, so it's a party over here in our house. Anyways, moving on, we're gonna jump right into this now. So to start, I'm actually going to be using my Bare Minerals Bare Pro Liquid Foundation in the shade Aspen. I didn't prime my skin because I'm just going to be taking this off as soon as I'm done putting it on. But if you plan on wearing this all night to a Halloween party or anything like that, I do recommend priming your skin. If you're low maintenance, the Mario Badescu Aloe Spray is awesome for priming. This is just a BH Cosmetics 123 foundation brush. Ooh, we can buff that in this. I've been using a brush to do my foundation recently, and I've really been liking it. I've always been a sponge girl, so this is new for me. But I really like the finish that it gives my skin. And I like the coverage. I feel like it's more full coverage than a sponge. Okay. What else is in my bag of tricks here? Concealer. I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer. I don't want to use too much, especially since I'm just wiping it off, but enough. I'm just gonna powder everything really quick using my Huda Beauty, what is it called? Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in Pound Cake with my little kabuki brush from IT Cosmetics. next we are going to do our contour. And I'm just breaking into my blush bar from Benefit in the color Huda. I'm just starting to define these cheekbones. We're gonna really go in a little bit later with some other colors, but just trying to get the basic shape. And I want it to be pretty dramatic because this is a skull look. Super excited for Halloween. We're doing another couple's Halloween costume this year. I'm not revealing yet. Trying to decide if I'm gonna get pets in on it. For a whole family affair. And so, we're on day 73 of the 100 Days Makeup Challenge. So we're quickly moving through these 100 days. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to be using this Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush in Score because it's kind of orangey. Looks more orange on the back. I wanted it to be this color, but we'll do this a little bit. So it's an orangey coral. I'm kind of sad I'm wiping this off. My skin is looking good. Okay, so now I'm going to I'm gonna hop off and do my brows really quickly and come back on, and then we're gonna start the actual skull portion. Okay, I'm all zoomed in and we are ready to get started. So I'm going to be using again my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Fall Collection in Armed and Gorgeous and Ring the Alarm. Simply because these are the shadow palettes I have in my collection right now that have really good mustards, oranges, and reds. So those are the colors I'm going to be going for. I would pull out your brushes. Now would be a good time to do that. We are going to be doing all of the shading before we do any of the eyeliner. So I have a bunch of brushes here. Hi, Izzy. How are you? It's Ben. And I'm just going to get started. I'm going to be using my, honestly, everything is rubbed off of this brush, but it's just a fluffy shader. And I'm going to start with this color Access. It's this mustard color. And I'm just going to start shading in various parts of my face. So. It's okay that you can't see these really well yet because we're gonna shade those in totally. I'm just mostly outlining at this point. Okay. Now we're gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm just gonna use the same brush and we're gonna go in with this color Alert, and it's a burnt orange. Okay, so now that we have all the shading done, we're gonna pop in and start the liner. Okay, I ended up adding just a little bit of this Guilt Trip shade to my lid before we start the liner. So now I'm going to be using this Pixie Beauty felt tip liner to kind of just start carving out the different parts of this look. Actually, am I? No. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of black shadow. This is the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale eyeshadow palette in the shade All Nighter. And I'm just gonna kind of smoke this into some of my areas here. To add some depth before we put the liner in. And I would say it doesn't need to be perfect. It's almost better if it's a little bit messy. Because this look is gonna be like, intentionally, it's a little bit messy. So I'm not gonna work on making sure that my shading is exactly perfect. Just kind of spot it down where you want it and work from there. And I'm gonna come back with that shading after I kind of carve the lines out over here. So now we can pull out the liner. Get started. Like I said, this is kind of messy, so don't worry about it being perfect. That's the point of this. Next, we're going to take a little gold brush, or a little brush, and the Tartist clay paint liner in gold. And we're just gonna kind of brush this over some of the areas to give it a gold sheen, like the circles here that are kind of our teeth. so obviously now we need lashes. I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Scarlet 08 lashes. What is what people do? Scarlet 08 lashes. They are fluffy and fabulous. But first I'm going to be taking that blush brush again with this Alert shade, and I'm just gonna run it under my jawline. So we have kind of a orange hue under our jaw. Okay, now I'm gonna hop off and put on my lashes. And this, guys, is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this glam skull today. I know I did a Day of the Dead look last year, so I didn't want to repeat that same kind of skull look, but this one was just as fun. It's very avant-garde, and it uses all makeup that you probably already own anyway, so you don't have to go get any special effects makeup, which is the best part. And anyways, this is not super difficult, kind of labor intensive, time intensive, but really not that hard if you follow each of the steps. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and are so excited for the next Halloween tutorials. In case you missed it, this October for my Halloween series, I am uploading my gory, scary, optical illusion, monstery situations on Mondays, and all of my glam and pretty Halloween makeup on Thursdays. So if you're not into the gore, come hang out on Thursdays, and if you're here for all the blood, come hang out on Monday, and if you just want all of it, join the fam and come both days. Anyways, guys, I hope you have an awesome rest of your week or weekend, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!